welcome to Carib 21, where I take a look at trending topics in the Caribbean. In today's video, I'll be talking about the beautiful island of Belize. So in recent times, the opposition leader have been facing a lot of questions about his friendship with dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel, who was just released from prison after serving 13 years behind the bars. So we're going to be talking about this, the opposition leader of Belize, and facing questions from the local media and also international media. Let's talk about it.
See the journey to freedom and to have been a part of that, because obviously when you go and you see someone held in captivity, you pray for them, pray for their family, you pray for their freedom. And to see that he has gotten his freedom, you know, it is a testament of his resilience. And I believe it's something that all of us could learn from, especially the youth. I know a lot of the youth in Belize look up to him. Even people my age, you know, we grew up to his music. I'm 45. But it teaches, life teaches you, whether you want to learn or not. And so, innocence or guilt, I believe we go through these journeys, these challenges, to learn lessons. And so my prayer and hope for him is that he would have learned whatever it is the universe wanted to teach him, and that he would be patient with himself. Obviously, you know, we're musical brothers, and we have that camaraderie. He meant so much to me that I traveled to Jamaica to see him, and we stayed in touch. And so when I was visiting with the Prime Minister and other political figures and investors, I don't forget my roots, right? So it's not as if, because I'm a member of Parliament and the opposition leader, I will forget my music roots. Never.
We saw that he endorsed your bid for Prime Minister here in Belize. What does his endorsement do for your campaign? You
know, he also is in St. Vincent right now, and he met with the Prime Minister of St. Vincent, Ralph Gonzalez. I appreciate a friend being a friend, you know, but I have to do the work along with my colleagues. You know, we have to get 16 seats. So this is not the United States or other democracies where the people vote for their prime minister, vote for their president. But I appreciate his vote of confidence for what it is worth. But we have a lot of work here to do in Belize.
Critics, however, and I'd just like a brief thought on it, who say that a man of your stature who's vying for national leadership shouldn't be associating himself so closely with somebody who pushes this type of artistry that promotes vulgarity, lewdness, and even violence in some cases.
Yes, no, I believe in freedom of speech, and as I said, Prime Minister Gonzalez, who is a senior Prime Minister in the Caribbean from St. Vincent, just met with him. And so, no, I don't judge the artists. You know, I embrace artistry. I don't believe in restricting the creatives. I believe that it is a responsibility of the state to change the circumstances that a lot of these artists sing about. And if we change the circumstances, then they can't be popular, because what they'll be singing about will not be a reality.
Okay, so that was the interview that was done a few weeks ago. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to have an interactive conversation. So feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. Join in on this conversation. Tell me what's your position on this friendship between the opposition leader of Belize and dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel. And the reason why this is a big issue, like we've seen that Vybz Kartel was incarcerated for 13 years for murder. We know all the procedure that went through with the Privy Council and how the case was quashed, and he was recently released. So there are two sides of the coin here. There are people that are thinking that a politician, it's not a good look for a politician. What could be the future Prime Minister of Belize having a friendship with Vybz Kartel. So based on the facts, there are different conversations that's taking place now, whether it's in social media, whether it's at the dinner table, in Belize, all across the Caribbean, is that do you think it's inappropriate for a future prime minister to have that type of friendship with a Vybz Kartel. And the other thought is that people think that this could be a good sign of a second chance. Okay, so let me get into details. So the opposition leader of Belize, the opposition leader Shyne, he was a hip-hop superstar back in the days. Back in the late 90s, I remember being involved in music in 1998, 1999 when he just came out. And for those of you that don't know, the opposition leader was a part of the Bad Boys record with Puff Daddy, with Biggie Small, Mace. He was a part of that group. And he went to prison for 10 years, which a lot of people said that it was a cover-up to protect Puff Daddy. So him himself had some time in prison. So one of the train of thoughts is that people are saying that the fact that he can serve 10 years, come out of prison and go back to Belize and be setting an example for young men in Belize that there is restoration after you do your time in prison. Because when you look at his life today, to me, when you look at him, he's like Obama-like. When you look at how he carries himself, the way he addressed the media, the way he put his words together. So people are looking at that friendship and saying, okay, this opposition leader, Shyne, was someone that was a superstar. The trajectory for his career, like he was put in the conversation with like Biggie Smalls, Tupac. He was in that conversation when he just started, that he could get to the level of being one of the biggest hip-hop star America has ever seen. But that was cut short because of his prison sentence. But now he has a second chance in politics, seem to be doing well. So there are people that saying that friendship pretty much shows that second chance is something that is real. And based on what is going on in the Caribbean now, where there are a lot of young men that are involved in crime, that this could be an inspiration to a lot of young men in the Caribbean that, look, life might be messy early, you might get into trouble, but restoration is there and you can still be something the way the opposition leader could pretty much be the Prime Minister of Belize one day. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that's a reasonable assessment? Do you think that, the relationship, the friendship between Shyne and Vybz Kartel could serve as a motivation for young men in the Caribbean now, that there's a opportunity for second chances? On the other side, there are people that are saying that this friendship does not look good because of the fact that Vybz Kartel just came from prison, and in the Caribbean, the crime rate in the Caribbean is going up rapidly every year, and the Caribbean is dubbed as one of the most dangerous regions. Jamaica has a high crime rate for a long time, Trinidad, and even this week we saw news coming out of St. Lucia, where the government of St. Lucia is putting out a curfew for young men not to be out on the street after a certain time, after 10, I think. So do you think that Vybz Kartel, that the opposition leader for Belize, could be an inspiration to the Caribbean, that, look, for young men in the Caribbean who are getting themselves involved in crime or drugs or anything, that, look, there's hope that there could be restoration and you don't have to, have a life of crime? And, for decades, not just in the Caribbean, but also in America, people have said that the prison system is pretty much like a breeding ground for criminal, that you go into the prison system and you learn to be better criminals. So for people who are supporting this move, this friendship, and Vybz Kartel second chance, they're saying that, look, people can go to prison and they can be reformed and they can come out and they can live a productive life after going into prison. So guys, just let me know in the comment section, which side are you on? Do you think that this friendship could be inspirational, or do you think that this is just not the way that Belize should be heading now? Do you think that young men in Belize will be looking at their opposition leader with a friendship with Vybz Kartel and it will send them into the wrong direction? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll be interacting with you in the comment section. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.